anyway, it was Larry from Fairies Wear Boots on bass doing like these colossal kind of Black Sabbath kind of just like chugging stoner rock bass line, Ezra on clarinet and sampler, Gully on just fucking really far out kind of like, you know, krautrock meets kind of Elvin Jones kind of you know, like very very free kind of drums, and me doing kind of like spiky kind of, you know, like well, I mean, whatever, just kind of like quite kind of just like kind of abrasive guitar work. And we got kicked off the stage after about 15 minutes or something. Like the Mike who used to run the Lux was like, no, I'm not having it.
That seemed to happen a lot at the old Lux. Like bands getting kicked out and kicked off the stage.
It happened to us 3 times, and we just changed our name every time and kind of came back. So that happened, and then like Dylan and Sean got back in touch, and they're like, you know, we'd like you to come and do another set, but you know, Mike says that, you know, you're not allowed to kind of play again. And I think, what did we use, like, just for like the band name that time, just because we needed a name for the flyer, and me and John kind of just had a look. We were looking through like books at home, like kind of just lying around the house, and like some Reader's Digest kind of book, and there was like a chapter in this totally random book called A Futile Flight from Retribution, and I kind of misread the title, A Future Flight from Retribution, and that was what we named it. That was what we used as the band name for that first one. And then we got invited back to play, and Dean came on board, and that was kind of Dean's return to playing guitar publicly.
Okay.
And Dean came on board, so it kind of blossomed into a 5-piece. So again, Ezra, clarinet and sampler, me on guitar, and I think I had an organ as well, which the same organ that I used for the Riding Shotgun gig that we played together in Manchester. Larry on bass, Gully on drums. But Dean was just like, I mean, he's an amazing guitarist, and anybody who's kind of familiar with what he's doing at the moment will know, like, he's an amazing guitarist. But at the time, he was just doing this really fucking volcanic, like, post-Hendrix kind of like Acid Mother's Temple, a bit like Kawabata Makoto from Acid Mother's Temple, just really full-on sight shredding.
Wow.
And we were, it was fucking, I mean, it's just terrible. There's no like recordings of any of this because it was like the pre-smartphone era or whatever.
So what time is this? We're talking early noughties?
This would have been 2002, right? 2002, like the year before I came to Japan. And we were sharing a bill with some fucking like Oasis come kind of Doves kind of indie rock band from out of town that Dylan and Sean had put us on with, and we borrowed their drums, and I think we might have borrowed their amps. And again, like after like about 10 or 15 minutes of this fucking totally intense freak out with us like just like fucking pulverizing the amps, just, you know, like sonically, like just brutalizing them. And like Gully just thrashing the shit out of these fucking drums. The drummer from the band kind of came up on stage like, oh, cool, what the bloody hell are you playing at? And again, that was a wrap on that.